Wonder what the specials are at Corrieri's tonight. Hi, Mags. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's fine, love. I just thought I'd save you from another angry phone call from that Norwich manager. Honestly, he's more worked up than I get when the bakery runs out of sausage rolls.
I'm handling it. Sort of.
Handling it? He wants his boy playing as a deep line playmaker, whatever that means. But listen, as much as I hate to say it,
Oh no.
you might need to give in to the English just this once. Only until the transfer window shuts.
Mags, we don't usually.
I know, we don't bend the knee to English demands, never have, never will, except when it gets us what we want.
And what do we want?
Promotion, son, and keeping the lad happy helps us get there. Play him where they ask for, a few games, smile, nod, pretend you agree with their fancy role names. Then, once the window closes, you can shove him wherever he actually plays well.
That's surprisingly cunning.
Please, I ran a family for 50 years. You think dealing with Norwich is hard? Try getting Jack to clean his boots.
Speaking of Jack, he's finally back from that knee injury.
Aye, and if you break him again, I swear I'll march to your dugout myself. Anyway, good luck with St Johnstone. Try not to stress me out this time.
You know, she's got a good point. Our transfer window ends on Sunday, February 1st, and I can't tell when Norwich's ends because the championship rules don't list the transfer window. It's not, I don't watch championship. It's not open all the time, is it? But we do have St. Johnston, I think is in the comments, or not St. Johnstone, St. Johnston, up next. And then ninth place for our Athletic, seventh place Stranraer, and then theoretically we are out of the transfer window where Alan Damaraki could be recalled just in time to slot him back in as a midfield playmaker against Spartans. Now, we do find ourselves still top of the table, but honestly, I'm a bit disappointed we dropped points in 2 games. A very disappointing draw against Dumbarton when we led in the 34th minute 2-0. Then we absolutely smashed Annan Athletic. Callum Crane with a hat trick from the left wing back role. Go on, son. And then an 88th minute equalizer was given up by us against Edinburgh City. So, how I'm looking at that is we've dropped 4 points. We could be 8 points clear of the top, but unfortunately, it's just 4. So, in today's episode, we will take on St. Johnstone away from home, and then I'm going to try and get us to the end where we get ready for Spartans to see if we've still got Alan Damaraki on the squad. To that end, we have adjusted the tactic, which grinds my gears a little bit. So we're playing him in the deep line playmaker because it feels like the options are play somebody not nearly as good in the midfield playmaker role, or play Allen as the deep line playmaker and make him happy. If we happen to substitute somebody in, I'll push that back up to midfield playmaker. Now, I don't normally show this screen, but a couple things caught my eye. They have brought in Ross Sinclair, who is their backup rotational keeper. He's only got 5 starts on the season. Another example is midfielder Reese McLear, who only has 2 starts and 4 substitute appearances on the season. And then there's Kai Fotheringham, who actually was loaned to Sterling Albion, I think last season in the autumn of the season, and played exceptionally well and then was recalled. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Again, maybe the backup keeper is a little suspect. Maybe we can score some goals. Maybe. You're saying there's a chance. I hate that we're having to change the formation just to keep Allen happy, but needs must. If we can keep him happy long enough for the window to get closed, and I think then not run the risk of him being recalled from loan, because they've brought it up several times. It's kind of one of those things where you go, well, I'm not really expecting to win this game anyway. We're away from home. We are playing balanced. Here's an early set piece. Gulan lines it up and then plays it short backwards. Okay, interesting. That's fine. It's like a hot knife through butter. It's just like we're just watching what's happening. But I want to, like, we have a week in between games, so I want to put out our best squad, but it's like, well, if I can also maybe get a little bit of that, making Allen happy by putting him in the deep line playmaker, maybe that's okay. All right, here we are. It's in the 13th minute, just turned over on the clock. It is raining again in Scotland. McGeechee plays it out. Okay, Jack Hartness, who's still, working on that match sharpness after the sprained knee ligaments. He's got Karst. Look at the space. And then he slows down for some reason. Plays it forward. He's offside, surely. Oh, he was offside. Oh, I thought we were going to see Callum Crane again. He has been quite good from that. Maybe it's because we got that contract. He's like, get that, son, get it. All right, set piece for us now. Just about to be 16 on the clock. Damaraki, deep line playmaker. Play. Oh, what? I don't even want to watch. What have we done there, lads? Okay, let's just who is he covering? Mate? I just want to make sure everybody's on side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys running back to try and close this one guy down. Hamilton has covered the space rather than. Game's gone, man. Oh, and he's still almost scored. If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at making sure my recording software is on because that was just good. Okay, here we go. 19 on the clock. They're building out of the back. It's pouring. I thought about playing the counterattack, but it's like, you know what? I didn't mention that in the Ross County match. We actually played counterattack. That's how we got a 1-all draw in the first leg. Oh my gosh, it's bounced off the inner side of the post in the first game against Ross County. And then I said, forget it. We're at home. We're going to play what we know because we gave up a lot of possession and shots. And then it worked, obviously. We got the winner in the dying moments of that game. I think I said dying moments about 900 times in that match, but it kind of was. So I said, hey, let's go back to this. We'll just change the mentality so we're not being as aggressive, thinking like we're, world beaters. And so, okay, keeper came way off his line there. Looks like a referee. Is he wearing all black? Was that allowed? I don't know. I guess the referee's wearing bright yellow today to stand out in the weather. Okay, here we go. They're building. This highlight makes me nervous because this has been going on for a while. Okay, we got 3 guys. We got 3 center backs. We got 3. That's fine. We will give up shots like that. That's kind of the idea behind this tactic is, sure, there's 3 of us. We are, I think, still trapping outside so that we're a little bit more narrow and compact on the inside. I can't believe we hit the underside of the bar. You could argue it should be 1-all, or we could have a 1-0 lead. I'm not sure. Hartness kind of does his man there, pings it in, flicked away. We're there. Third center back comes up to pick it up. Denham, Crane, keeping it on the floor. Oh, look at all the space. Who is he covering? 36. He was again covering the wing where nobody's at. Defensive AI needs some work, but we're ignoring that for now. They've had the XG, but we're in it. All right, here we go. 38:47 on the clock. Try and cut this down to avoid all the in between of just watching the 2D. Okay, we get intercepted there. Cunningham almost wins it back. We force him backwards. That's okay. Look at all the red shirts getting back. Okay, kind of. Jackson Pollock. Ooh, he nods it wide. I mean, that was a hard opportunity. He's jumping up like a salmon. Let me know in the comments if you remember the salmon player we had on the channel. So we go in at the half 0-0. To be fair, we've had more shots on target. That's what we're going to tell the lads. The momentum is definitely in their favor. It is continuing to pour. So I'm tempted to actually maybe like increase our passing length off of shorter just to give us a little bit more oomph. But when we do that, historically, we tend to just hoof it forward. Let's see what happens. All right, I told the lads I was happy with the performance. I have bumped that passing up from... Uh-oh. Oh, he's done him. Oh. What? Okay, what? Is he injured? Okay. He fell down and grabbed his knee. He's dropped to... I can't get, helpful text if I have it here. He's dropped to yellow heart. No idea. Okay, we've gone all the way to 71:35 on the clock before we get another highlight after that. That was strange. But I've pushed it up to more standard passing, but of course now that means we're just flinging the ball forward. Why would you do that, Ross? You had all the space to bring that down, but it's fine. See, long ball in, but it maybe works. Oh, I thought that was in. Shanley is on a 6.4. Fair play. That was a great save. But we're still somehow in this. All right. Almost an immediate highlight here. Minute later, Ross is taking his time. He's looking for somebody in red. Okay, quick pass to Damaraki. He gets it to Kars, who's on a 6.3, but quite good, so we're leaving him in. Hilson! Dale Hilson scores! Dale Hilson, he's doing the most Salah! He's doing the most Salah! Oh, do we change it back? Oh, that was like... Chelsea against Barcelona in the Champions League. By the time you see this, 2 days ago, through ball, lovely. Was it Chelsea? I think it was. Oh, focus. I think we're going to take Kars off because he's on a 6.4 and I think probably has some sort of injury. It also said that Harkness was only supposed to go 75 minutes. So, Harkness off for Thompson, and then Corey Thompson, who's kind of like our backup number 10, comes in as that attacking midfielder, but in the number 8 spot. I'm so tempted to drop it to defensive, but my friends, we've gotten this far. Oh, what if there's a replay? I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, let's focus. 80th minute. Svedberg gets, I was gonna say gets done by Crane, but Crane actually got cooked by Forrester there because he won the tackle and Forrester was there to pick it up. Long cross it. What? Bicycle kick when you're down 1-0, lad. Oh, immediate highlight. Oh, think of all the pies and decaf. Lennox is wasting time. That's all that time that's the grit he learned at QPR in Aberdeen. Yeah. Ball looks like it's struggling to roll on the pitch. It's probably getting soaked here in St Johnstone. That's how we're doing it. Hamilton. Oh dear, that was a little short, lads. Okay. Makes you nervous when you have a highlight that starts playing out of your own. Defensive third, he chips it forward to nobody. Thompson's there to pick it up, though. We've lulled them to sleep, is what it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've caused a turnover, but we win it back. Crane forward quickly. He pings it. He's got Hilson. Hilson out wide. Oh! What a lovely header from Liam Smith. Oh my gosh. Hilson uses the shoulder blade to control it. And what a finish. What a finish, lad. Oh, the check is in the mail. Oh, maybe Mags promised him pastries or something. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that just happened. Okay, we're going to use some time here at the end. Selfridge, Edie, Jacob Fleming come on. Can they see the match out? Because I've just subbed off some of our penalty takers. What was that? And they've hoofed it to the middle of the park. Selfridge is there. First touch we've seen him have. We're pinging it around. Oh, we tried to play through ball. Lads, can we just control possession? Maybe I should take it off counterattack if I get a chance to here after this highlight. But Corey Thompson is there. Oh dear. As you can see, we put it on hold shape and standard time wasting. We're not gonna make a mockery of the match. But is the 89th minute here, about to be the 90th minute. Damaraki, the unhappy deep line playmaker, pings it in. Okay, we headed away. We win that. I would have liked that to go out wide. That's fine. That is actually fine from Thompson. You hit that long. You give your defense a chance to get back. Absolutely fine with that. 4 minutes added on. Are you serious? An unbelievable result with an epic own goal. If you don't hit the like button for that, what are we doing here? We get 9.25 thousand euros for that, which brings our end of 25-26 season estimated balance into the black. Get in. That just leaves the question of Alan Damaraki. I just want to point this out. This is another thing I've noticed in FM that I think is kind of broken. So now you can see we played him the last 2 matches as the deep line playmaker. It also looks like we didn't play him between August 20th and October 4th. He actually joined us well before that. So, it's keeping the first 3 games that he was with his parent club, and then our games are disappearing as the season goes on. I don't know what's up with that. The draw for the next round of the cup, the 5th round, is tomorrow. So let's do that while we figure out what goes on with Alan. And since they've removed cup draws, we end up with our Broth, who are 5th in the championship. Their stadium is unfortunately only 6,600 capacity, and it's at their place. We do get a 50-50 split of the revenues. Can our magic run continue? We've beaten 1st, 3rd, and now we take on 5th in the Scottish Cup. And of course, that game is 4 days after we take on, currently, 2nd place Spartans. Okay, we've gotten to February 3rd. My understanding, because I've looked it up on the internet, is that the EFL Championship window closes at midnight on February 3rd. So we We have one more game today against Spartans to play. Alan has dropped his concern about my tactical decisions. I think we're going to play one more game with him in that deep line playmaker role because it just seems don't upset the apple cart at the very end. And our game against Arbroath has been pushed back by a couple days for live TV coverage, which is worth 3,500 euros for us. I think that's going to be the next episode. Spartans and Arbroath, second place in the table. We're away from home. We just need a draw there. That would be completely fine with me. As you can see here, we did beat for Athletic and Strandrar. We got 6 different players involved in the goals in terms of assists, like Harkness had the assist on the first minute goal. It was just absolutely fantastic, which means we are now 6 points clear of Spartans, which is why, again, a ball draw would be fine with me. We'll play one more game, I think, with Damaraki as the deep line playmaker, and hopefully we get past that window and we can go back to having him as that midfield playmaker. And the last little funny thing I'm going to leave you here with is I keep getting things saying we are now 20 unbeaten since October 18th. I guess it's counting in the Challenge Cup if you draw and lose on penalties. That technically isn't a loss in some ways. But we have been quite good on quite the good run, as you can see, even if you just look at the league play, which again, you can't filter, so I can't just show you that. But we are essentially unbeaten in the league since September 20th. That loss to Spartans, we have won or drawn every game since then, which is why we're currently on top. Hit the like button.